But it's some stuff that as men that we just gotta change. Like, we can't keep doing the bare minimum. Like, we have to stand on our 10. We have to lead. Especially if you got a significant other, you got kids. Your children have to have somebody to look up to. You should take care of yourself before you go and give somebody else 8 to 10 hours of your day. Because those are 8 to 10 hours that you can never get back. And a lot of times, we be so focused on our job, which is cool because you got to get paid, we got to get money, but we be so focused on our job, but we forget to focus on us. That job is cool. That job, yes, it pays the bills. But if you need to take a mental day, if you need to take a reset day, man, listen, that job's still gonna be there. We waiting on change, but who are we waiting on to change it? If we can't change it, who else gonna change it? Who else gonna change our situation for us? What it do? I'm Bobby, aka the Augusta CarGuy. Thank y'all for tuning in to Side Hustle the CEO podcast. I go out and get the information from the people who got it, and I bring it back to my platform for us, the people who need it. Future CEOs, future millionaire entrepreneurs. Man, what it do? How y'all living, man? Hey, man, this week, man, so I've been talking to some of my homies or whatnot, and a lot of them are going through life. They going through life. They trying to figure it out, trying to escape the rat race. They just trying to make it the next week. And I feel like a lot of us are going through these, trying times. Even though there's a lot of stuff going on in the economy right now, but it seems like even when the economy is good, it feels like a lot of us, black men especially, a lot of us, we continue on the same habits that we've seen other black men do, or that we've seen, other people do, and we just continue on that cycle, just trying to get by. Like we just trying to get by. We're trying to make it to Friday. We're trying to get by. And I was having a conversation with one of my homies, and he was just telling me that, he got a lot going on, and this ain't working out for him. He working a job right now that he hate, that he wake up every morning and he don't really feel like going there. And he was just telling me that, he's thinking about quitting. So I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. Shit, if you don't like it, well, what you gonna do? Like, you can't just quit. You feel me? Like, nah, you just can't leave. I understand that you don't like it, and I understand that it's not really working out in your favor. But what you gonna do? Shit hard for everybody. Everybody got some shit going on. But when I was talking to him, I was telling him, I was like, man, this is a repeated cycle for you. Like, this is something that I've seen you do time and time after again. You get a job and then you don't like it, then you just quit, and then you don't show up for yourself. Like, you blame everybody else but you. So fellas, one thing that I've been working on is self accountability. Anything that happens to you in this life is on the account of something that you've done. So whatever you do, for instance, my homie leaving his job. So if you leave your job and you can't pay your bills and you can't pay, put food in the house, all this good stuff. If you leave and you can't do none of that, that's a result of you not handling your responsibilities like a man, not standing on your 10 and handling your business. That's your fault. We can't sit up here and blame other people for our downfalls or our setbacks. Like, we have to have some sort of accountability on On everything that we do. On everything that we do, we have to have some sort of accountability. And right now, it don't look like we taking much accountability. You feel me? Like, again, we got all this shit going on in the world. That's cool. But that's not something that we can control. What you can control is what you put out into the economy. You can control what you do on your day-to-day. You can control that. That's something that you can control. You can control that. But again, I was talking to my homie and I was asking, I'm like, well, okay, so, if you gonna quit, are you looking for another job? Have you been looking for another job? He say, yeah, I'm looking for another job, but it ain't really nobody out there hiring. It ain't really nobody out there doing this. It ain't really nobody out there doing that. Like, all I heard the whole time was excuses. Like, I can't do this because of this. I got this going on. I got to do this. I got to do it. Man, listen, I don't want to hear that. I understand that you got shit going on. I got shit going on. Everybody got shit going on. But at the end of the day, you got to hold yourself accountable to the things that you say you want to do. Hold yourself accountable to those things and do it. Just get the job done. Don't complain about it. Don't put it off on tomorrow. Don't put it off on somebody else. Handle your business. Do what you got to do. Handle your business. Do what you got to do. So I asked him about his habits. Like, what are you doing during the times that you're not working? Are you looking for other employment? Are you looking for a lifestyle change? Are you looking for something that's gonna make your life different? Again, every day, like a lot of black men, we tend to follow in footsteps of either the men we grew up around. If we do have fathers in our lives, we tend to follow after them, and a lot of times their habits ain't the best. And we just tend to not be aware of things that's happening to us. Like, when things are going bad in your life, what I like to do is I like to audit my life, audit what's going on. Okay, so this is going on right now, right? I ain't got no money. I ain't got this. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. So when you audit yourself and you realize, like, okay, well, it ain't his problem. It ain't they problem. It's my problem. Once you then see that you are the problem, you have to be able to find a solution for whatever problem you got. You got to be able to solve that solution, meaning that you can't keep doing the same shit over and over and over and expecting something to change. Like, that's a bad habit to have. That's the definition of insanity, is when you keep doing the same shit over and over and over again and you expecting a different result. Like, nah, if you keep doing the same shit over and over again, you're going to be broke. You ain't going to have no money. Man, listen, man, your life is going to be so much harder if you keep having these habits to where you waste time. So I asked him, I said, so when you get up in the morning, what do you do when you get up in the morning? What do you do when you wake up in the morning? And he was telling me all this stuff that he's doing. And I'm like, okay, so when you wake up in the morning, why aren't you doing something productive? All right, so you got to go to work let's just say you got to go to work at 9 o'clock. If you got to go to work at 9 o'clock, you shouldn't be waking up at 8 o'clock, 8:30, and just jumping up and just hitting the road and going straight to work. You shouldn't do that. You didn't even give your brain enough time to wake up and process, like, what the fuck is going on. Like, you didn't give your brain enough time to process, like, what's going on. If you got to go to work at 9, you should at least be up 3 hours ahead of your work schedule. So if you got to be up at 9, you need to be up at 6. You need to be up at 6, getting yourself together, getting yourself prepared for work, getting yourself prepared for today, getting yourself prepared for what you need to do. You should take care of yourself before you go and give somebody else 8 to 10 hours of your day. Because those are 8 to 10 hours that you can never get back. And a lot of times we be so focused on our job, which is cool because you got to get paid, we got to get money, but we be so focused on our job, but we forget to focus on us. That job is cool. That job, yes, it pays the bills. But if you need to take a mental day, if you need to take a reset day, man, listen, that job's still gonna be there. Take you some time, reset, re-energize, get yourself back on track, refocus. These jobs that we have, a lot of times, yes, they take a lot out of us. I get it, because I'm in the same boat. Right now, I work for a contractor right now. I'm a contractor right now, and I work Monday through Thursday, so I had to give them people 10 hours of my day. And then on top of that, I work on Fridays as well too. My schedule is Monday through Thursday, but anything after Thursday, I work 10-hour shifts, so that's 40 hours a week. But anything after Thursday is overtime. So I'm in there, I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it. I got a plan, I got shit to do. I got people to take care of. I got shit to build. I got shit to invest in. I just got things to do. I want to live a prosperous life. I don't want to live within the walls of the rat race. I don't want to be a part of the rat race. I don't want to be a part of the normal in society. I don't want to be a part of that. There's nothing wrong with living a regular everyday 9 to 5, 40 hour week work life. There's nothing wrong with that. But it ain't for me. And I was telling my homie, I was like, yo, it may not be for you. You got to figure that shit out though. But again, if you're going to be waking up at 9 a.m., you got to give yourself at least 3 hours before you go and punch that clock. Give yourself at least a few hours before you go and punch that clock. 6 a.m. is 3 hours. That's perfect time for you to get up and be able to refresh your mind, get your mind right, and actually think about what you're about to do for the day, and actually think about what you're about to go and do at work. You'll be already prepared for it. But instead, we have these bad habits to where we got to go to work at 9. We'll sleep until 8:30, jump up and run straight to work. Ain't that weird how we'll do that for somebody else? We'll damn near kill ourselves, damn near about to fucking run somebody off the road just to make it to work on time. Just to make it to work on time. We'll jump up out of our bed, brush our teeth, wash our face real quick, get in our car, and I'm talking about we'll speed through traffic, and then we'll get to work and we'll be like, damn, I don't even really want to be here. I don't even really want to be here. I don't even like my boss. I don't even like my coworkers. That's how we be thinking. But we do these habits. We have these bad habits again to where we focus on the wrong shit. My homie tell me he don't like his job. Well, why don't you focus on finding you something that you like? Why don't you focus on finding something that you want to do? Focus on finding you something that you want to do, that you will be happy with doing. Something that if you got to have a job, focus on having a job that you can wake up every morning and be thankful and grateful that you have this opportunity to work for this company. That's what you should do. You should find a company that you like working for. If you don't like working for your job, because you don't have to be there. They ain't chaining you to the desk. They ain't chaining you to whatever you doing. They not forcing you to be there. So what I'm saying is, we waiting on change, but who are we waiting on to change it? If we can't change it, who else gonna change it? Who else gonna change our situation for us? Who else is gonna step in and be like, you know what? I see you don't like doing this. I got this for you. You gonna do this now. Who else is gonna step in and do that for us besides us? Like who else is gonna change the habits, the bad habits that we have as far as men? We have a lot of bad habits. Another thing he was talking about was that he was just waiting for the right time for him to leave. Like, nigga, you miserable there. Like, what do you mean you waiting on the right time to leave? When is the right time? Like, that's another bad habit. Like, why we gotta wait on the right time for this and this to happen? If you don't like that, if you don't like what you got going on, man, just change it. That's as simple as that. Just change it. You don't have to work for them people. You don't have to do anything that they want you to do if you don't want to be there. Just find you different employment. Find you something else to do. But that's just how we are sometimes. Like, we feel like that, oh, we got to wait on the right opportunity instead of going out and making that right opportunity. And I get it. I mean, good things don't come fast. They don't come fast. They don't come easy. So I understand. But when is the right time? When is the right time for us to make a change? When is the right time for us to make a change? When change needs to be done, like, why we always got to wait? Why we always got to, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that, oh, I got to, no. If you don't like it, change it. Make that a priority. Like, if that ain't something that you want to do, change it. You don't have to sit around and just sit in misery and just wait on shit to happen for you. Like, nah, ain't nobody gonna give you no hand up. Ain't nobody gonna give you no handout. Ain't nobody gonna do shit for you outside of yourself. Well, that's what I believe. There are good people out there who willing to help out. There are good people out there who willing to give you a helping hand. But that's not something you can depend on. Like, that's not something that you can just say, oh, well, I know this person got me. If that ain't like your mama, your wife, or, you know, somebody like that, like somebody who's supposed to have your back, you can't really depend on that. You can't really depend on, like, oh, well, shit, bruh gonna come through for me. Bruh ain't gonna come through for you. That's not how that work. Now, I mean, shit, I do have some homies that, you know, if I call right now, that they gonna come through. Vice versa, if they call me right now, I'm gonna come through. But at the end of the day, like, I can't depend on that. I can't depend on another man to hold my weight. I can't depend on somebody else, period, to hold my weight. I gotta hold my own weight. Again, we all in this rat race together. We all a part of this struggle. We in this together. We all in this together. But it's some stuff that, as men, that we just gotta change. Like, we can't keep doing the bare minimum. Like, we have to stand on our 10. We have to lead. Especially if you got a significant other, you got kids. Your children have to have somebody to look up to. Like, you have to be that nigga to them. Like, nah, you can't give your wife, your kids, your girlfriend, or whoever, you can't give them the bare minimum version of you. And that's what being a CEO is. So, being a CEO, in my eyes, is just being the better version of yourself. Being a leading version of yourself. Being a leading version of yourself. No matter what you do in life, no matter what walk of life you come from, everybody can be a CEO. And when I say a CEO, I mean that you can be in control of your life. Look at any company that you can think of right now. The CEO is the head honcho. You do have a president and you do have like the owner or whatever. You may have all these other people that's over the CEO, but as far as the CEO make all the decisions. The CEO put all the strategies in place. The CEO, his voice trumps everybody. Yes, as far as these big corporations, they may all, have, a meeting to where they're gonna figure out how this goes. But at the end of the day, the CEO, he's their go-to person. He's in control. And as you being a CEO, man, like, you gotta be a CEO of your life. You have to be in control of your life. You have to take self-accountability. You have to be in control of your life, because anything that you do In this life that you live in, anything that you do, there's going to be a consequence. Whether that's good or bad, there's going to be some sort of consequence. So if you one of those people that like to sleep all day, what are you getting done? How are you helping yourself? Every morning I wake up at 4:45. Between 4:45 and 5 o'clock. By 5 o'clock, I'm hitting the gym. Every morning. By 5 a.m., I'm hitting the gym. I'm on my way to the gym. When I get back from the gym, I'm going to meditate for a little while, and then I'm going to shower, and then I'm going to eat. Those are good habits to have. That is a morning routine that I can take with me everywhere I go. No matter what part of the world I'm in, no matter where I'm at, I can always take that routine with me, no matter where I'm at. Now, if you, like I said, if you one of those people that, and hell, I used to be one of those people. I used to like to sleep till 9, 10 o'clock and then get up and get on my day. But if you sleep until 9 or 10 o'clock, shit, the day done already gone by, pretty much. Yeah, 9 or 10 o'clock is still morning, but that's late morning. 4:45, 5 o'clock, 6 a.m. Those are the early morning hours. You want to be waking up between those times. You want to be waking up between those times, at least between 4 and 6 o'clock a.m. You want to be waking up between those times. Because if not, as a man, like you can't feel good about that. Just sleeping all day, or sleeping late, just sleeping. Like you can't feel good about that. That's not something that you should feel good about. And you may work overnight. You may work from, the late hours of night until like the early mornings, and then you sleep it in the day. I understand it. That's cool. But if you're not one of those people that's working the late shift and you have to get your sleep in the morning, it's not okay for you to do that. Most millionaires wake up between the hours of 3 and 5 a.m. Most millionaires do. So if we want better for our life, if these millionaire men are doing this shit, us poor men can do the same thing. The only difference between a millionaire and billionaire, only difference between millionaires and billionaires from the regular people or regular everyday working people is that regular everyday working people don't have as much discipline and focus as someone who is a millionaire or a billionaire. They don't have as much, they're not disciplined. Waking up on time is being disciplined. Doing that every day is being disciplined. Me going to the gym is a discipline. Every morning at 5 a.m., that's a discipline. That's me disciplining myself to push myself to be better. Waking up at 4, I wake up at, like I said, 4:45. Well, I'm up at like 4:30, but 4:45 I'm on the road headed to the gym. But that's a discipline. That's me being disciplined. It's hard waking up at 4:30 a.m. Trust me, listen, that shit hard, but it's worth it. You get so much more shit done for yourself when you wake up early. Now, listen, y'all can keep sleeping all day. Y'all can keep, expecting change to happen. Y'all can keep expecting a lot of this shit to happen. But if you don't get up and do something about it, ain't nothing gonna happen. You're gonna continue to do the same stuff that you've always done. You're gonna continue to get the same results that you have always gotten. There will be no change if you don't change it. So fellas, listen, man. For the next 90 days, this is what we should be doing. Make it, now you don't have to wake up at 4 a.m. You don't have to wake up that early. But give yourself some time, especially if you have a job to where you go to work in the mornings, you work day shift. If you have a job to where you work day shift, give yourself some time before you actually hit that job. Give yourself some time before you actually hit that job. Meaning, if you got to go to work at 9 a.m., get up at 6. Get up at 6 and do some stuff for yourself first. Go work out. Go for a jog. Read. Give yourself some time before you give them 8 to 10 hours of your day. Before you give them 8 to 10 hours of your day. We also, bad habits that we also have is that we be asking for more time. We be like, oh damn, like if I had more time to do this, if I had more time to do that, if I could do this, I can get that done if I had more time. You don't need more time. You have 24 hours in a day. Well, you really only got 12 hours in a day because you got 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of darkness. So in actuality, you only really got 12 hours of daytime, which is the time that most people spend getting done whatever they need to get done. So with that 12 hours that you got, just think about it. You're already giving a job 8 to 10 hours of that time. You're already giving a job 8 to 10 hours of that time. So the other 2 to 4 hours that you have, you need to give it to yourself. You need to be in control of what's going on in your life. But the only way you can be in control is if you take control. You got all the control. We have control. We just don't take control. We just don't utilize our time right. We got enough time in the day. We just don't utilize it right. Out of those, again, we get 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of darkness. So during those 12 hours, what are you doing? You're going to go to work from 8 to 10 hours. You're going to give somebody 8 to 10 hours of your day, and then you're going to have 2 to 4 hours to yourself. So in those 2 to 4 hours, what are you doing? Oh, shit. Hey, man. Hey, I'm on Instagram, man. That bitch got a fat ass. That ain't putting no money in your pocket. Oh, I'm on Facebook. What they talking about on Facebook? Ooh, shit. Okay, yeah. That ain't putting no money in your pocket. That's not putting no money in your pocket. So those 2 to 4 hours, what you should more than likely be doing is reading, working out, meditating, get your mind right, clear all that bullshit out your mind, keep your mind right. Read, enhance your vocabulary, expand your mind. Like simple shit, man. It's simple shit that we're not doing. Because as men, we're God. No matter what you believe in, no matter how you believe, as a man, women want you, they want you to protect, they want you to provide, they want you to do all of these things. And you should okay, so protect and provide, yes, you should do all of that. You should take care of your woman. You should do all of these things. Let me start over. Let me go back. Again, as a man, you got to be able to stand on your own 10. You got to be able to provide, protect, and do all these other things that women want you to do. Not even that women want you to do, that society expects out of us. But you can't do none of those things. You can't provide, you can't protect, you can't do none of those things if you can't take care of yourself. If you can't take charge of yourself, how are you going to lead any woman? How are you going to lead anybody? How you going to lead anybody? Those are poor habits to have. Sleeping all day, that's a poor habit. Sleeping all day is a poor habit. Let's see, what else? Wasting your weekends is a poor habit. You already going to work Monday through Friday, giving them people 40 hours of your week. You get 40 hours of your week is already gone. It's gone. And then the weekends come. We like to party. We like to go have entertainment. We like to go just do stuff that makes us feel good after a long week of work. And nothing's wrong with that stuff now. Don't get it twisted. Have fun. have fun, live your life, enjoy your life. But at the end of the day, if you already struggling, if you already fucked up, like, you gonna have to sacrifice those weekends. Like, those weekends, you can't just be out doing, again, the same shit that you normally be doing. If you want better, you gotta take control, man. You gotta make better. If you want better, you have to make better. So you can't keep going out and doing the same shit. If you already struggling, fucked up, and you behind on shit, man, listen. The shit that's going on that weekend, don't look at that weekend as oh, I'm free from work, so I ain't gotta work, so I can go out and do this, I can go out and do that. That's the time for you to take advantage of actually taking control of the situation at hand. The free time. The time that you ain't gotta go punch the clock. The time that you ain't gotta go show up on nobody's job. The time that you ain't gotta give them that 8 to 10 hours. That's the time you need to be figuring it out. Like, okay, well, shit. It's Saturday now. Monday gonna roll around real quick. I know I really don't want to be in there. So what am I gonna do about it? What am I gonna do so I can stop giving them my week? You gotta be productive. During that weekend, you have to be productive. You can't be able to give all your time to a job, and then the weekends come, you just throwing that time away. You just using that time meaninglessly. Like, you using that time, you're not using that time wisely. Like, you've been affected in life, but the time that you do have, you're not using it wisely. We got everything going on the weekend. Like, on the weekend, we look at that as like, oh, I'm off. I ain't got to, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm about to have fun. I'm about to turn up. No. Sacrifice some of those weekends. Now, I'm not telling you to sacrifice every weekend, but sacrifice some of those weekends until you can get back on your feet and get your shit rolling. Once you get back on your feet and get your shit rolling, and then, only then, after you already got your shit going and you're good to go, then you can take that weekend to relax. Then you can take that weekend to go turn up. But you have to get yourself together first. Like, you cannot say that I don't have the time, because you do got the time. So if you're one of those people that feel like you don't have enough time in the day, man, listen, this is what I need you to do. I need you to audit your day. I need you to figure out what the hell you got going on all day to where you don't have the time. Figure that shit out. So get you a piece of paper. We already know we got to go to work. So write down your work hours. Okay, I'm going to be working from 9 to 5 at this time. I'm going to be working from this time, 9 to 5. Boom. Whatever your schedule is, you're going to write down your schedule. That's the time that you already know that's gone. Like, that time, I'm not counting that time. That time is gone already. So whatever else that you do when you're not at work, you need to write that down. Whether that's you spending time on social media, whether that's you spending time watching TV, whether that's you spending time sleep, you spending time on a game, playing the game, you playing PlayStation, you playing Xbox, whatever you doing in your time that you're not at work, you need to audit that. You need to write down the time that you are spending doing other things. So once you audit the time, that's gonna give you the opportunity to take some of that time back and give back to yourself. Because if you playing the game, sleeping, and doing all this other stuff that's not making you no money, take that time away from those things. Okay, I'm not gonna play the game for none this week. I'm not gonna play the game none this week. Instead of playing the game, I'm gonna go out and look for another job because I already hate being here. Instead of sleeping, I'm gonna get up and read. I'm gonna get up and exercise. I'm gonna get up and get my mind right. Instead of watching TV, instead of watching these TV shows, I'm gonna go out and do something productive. I'm gonna go out and do something that's gonna get me closer. I'm gonna write down some goals. I'm gonna create some goals. I'm gonna create goals instead of watching TV. I'm gonna create goals this week. I'm gonna create me some goals. But that's how you can use your time wisely. That's how you can take advantage of your time. That's how you can take back the time that you already given away to other people. And that's how you can take control of the situation. In order for you to take control of the situation, you have to be able to assess the situation. You got to know what the fuck going on. If you don't know what's going on, how you gonna fix the situation? How you gonna fix the situation? We gotta focus. We gotta focus. Like I tell my partner, like, shit get hard for everybody. Like, if you want to do it, whatever you want to do in life, you can do it. But you gotta choose to do it. Now, I want to be a millionaire, and I want everybody to become millionaires. 65% of millionaires have 3 streams of income. 45% of millionaires have 4 streams of income. 29% of millionaires have 5 or more streams of income. So right now, I only have 1 stream of income. Well, I got 2 streams of income. But most people only have 1 stream of income, which is their job. Now, I have a job, which is one of my streams of income, but I also got other stuff going on outside of my job. Again, 65% of millionaires have 3 streams of income. I want to be a millionaire, so what am I going to do about it? I got to get more streams of income. I got to get at least 2 more streams of income. And I'm not talking about like a trickle of income, like, okay, I'm going to sell some weed over here, I'm going to make a few $100s over here. No, I'm not talking about a little trickle of income. I'm going to do this over here for this. I'm going to flip this, and I'm going to make this money off that. No, that's a little, that's not a stream of income. I need something. When I say a stream, like, I'm talking about something that's flowing, something that's consistent. I don't have to think about it. It's going to always be there. It's always coming. That's a stream. A stream is like your job. Your job is a stream. You go to work Monday through Friday, and then at the end of the 2 weeks or at the end of the week, you get paid because you performed the job. You completed your hours of work. So you get paid. That's a stream. As long as you working there, you're gonna get paid. That's a stream. So I need more streams of income. That's what I'm focused on. Getting more streams of income. Because if I want to be a millionaire, guess what? I gotta change some stuff that I'm doing. I gotta change a lot of the stuff that I'm doing. Not a lot, but I gotta change a lot of the stuff that I ain't doing. I can't continue to maneuver how I've been maneuvering and expecting this to happen. Like expecting the results of becoming a millionaire if I'm not putting in the work. I'm putting in the work, so you gotta put in the work. Again, most people only have 1 stream of income. They only have 1 stream of income. 1 stream of income is not gonna help out with a lot of stuff. I was reading a report and it was saying that most people within like the last 6 months have had to work 2 full-time jobs in order to make it by in this economy, or they had to go find part-time employment to go along with their full-time employment to get by in this economy. Now, me personally, I'm not working 2 jobs. I'm just not gonna do it. That's me just giving my time to do what you gotta do. Nobody, listen, if you're a man, even if you're a woman, if you're a man, but especially if you're a man, do what you gotta do. Stand on your shit. Don't let nobody take care of you. You take care of yourself and you take care of your people. You stand on your shit. But I'm not working 2 full-time jobs though. If that's what you gotta do to put extra money in your pocket, by all means, do it. But I'm not doing that shit. I'm not working those 2 full-time jobs. I barely want to work the one that I got. But listen, I got to make some shit happen. So I'm working the one I got. I like working the job that I got. Don't get it twisted. But at the end of the day, that ain't what I want to do. I don't want to be punching nobody's clock to do nothing. Nothing at all. I don't want to punch nobody's clock. But on top of me having this job, again, I got other stuff going on, but it's not enough. So I had to go back and get a job to help invest in the things that I want to do. So that's me making a change. That's me taking a step or taking accountability saying, look, I want this, but I'm doing this. And if I keep doing this, I won't have this. Like, I can't have this if I'm not doing things that's gonna lead me to this path. Doing things that's gonna lead me to that type of lifestyle. So I can't keep doing the same stuff that I was doing over here and be like, damn, like, why this shit ain't going the way I want it to go? Why it ain't doing this? No. You can't complain about the shit that you ain't doing. Or you can't complain about the shit that you ain't getting when you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. You ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. So when you do have these jobs, these full-time jobs, instead of getting another full-time job, just start a side hustle. Make you an extra $100 a day. An extra $100 a day is $3,000 a month. If you can figure out how to make you $100 a day, which again is $3,000 a month, that'll change your whole situation. You won't need no other job. You won't need no second job. Now, second job is cool, and some people don't think the way I think, but if you got a side hustle as you work in your full-time job, use the money from the job that you working, put some money and invest some money into your side hustle. Get that side hustle going. Once you start making money off that side hustle, you take the money from the side hustle, put it back into your business. You take the money from the side hustle that you're doing and you reinvest it back into your side hustle. Your side hustle will then turn into your business. And once your side hustle turn into your business to where you making enough money, you can then walk away from your job. I think everybody's objective, or everybody want to get rich. I feel like everybody want to get rich. Everybody want to have money. But we not willing to put in the work to do what we got to do to get rich. We're not willing to take the time away from our weekends. We're not willing to wake up hours before we have to go to work. We're not willing to sacrifice some shit. We're not willing to put these things in place in order for us to have a better life. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm all about abundance, man. I'm all about living prosperous. I'm all about living the best life you can. And again, as far as being a CEO of your life, you in control of your life. Whatever walk of life you come from, whatever you choose to do with your life, you can be a CEO of whatever you do, which is being the better version of yourself, being in control of everything that you got going on. Taking self-accountability. When shit happen, understand that it's something that you did to make this shit happen. This is a response of something that you did. So you have to be able to take self-accountability. I mean, listen, man. The hardest part of the journey, of anybody's journey, is to take the first step. That's the hardest part of the journey, is to take the first step. The hardest part of the journey is to make the decision to do something different. Again, the definition of insanity is you continue to do something and expect a different result. You continue to do the same shit over and over and over and over and over, and you expect for shit to change. It's not gonna happen. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Ain't nobody finna stick their hand out and help you up. Ain't nobody doing none of that for you. You need to save yourself. You need to help yourself. You need to depend on you. Hold you accountable. If you want a better life, go out and get a better life. Again, the hardest part of the journey is to make the first step. When you believe in yourself, the world will believe in you. The world will believe in you once you believe in yourself. But you got to believe first. You got to do the work first. You got to take the steps first. You have to make all of this stuff come true. You got to make all this stuff come into play. You have to do it. Not him. Not him. Your woman can't do it for you. Your mama can't do it for you. Your homies can't do it for you. You got to do it. The only person who can take care of you is you. The only person who can take care of you is you. So listen, man, I need y'all to, if y'all like the stuff that I'm talking about, like the stuff that I'm saying, I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Just share it with 3 to 5 of your people who need to hear this message. If you feel like this message was good, just share it with 3 to 5 of your friends. 3 to 5 of your closest people that you chat with all the time, that you chat with every day. If you feel like this message was good, hey, listen. Help me. Help me get the message out. Help me get the message out. Help me get the message out. Just help me get the message out. But again, man, we gonna keep this show going. We gonna learn and grow together every Wednesday. We gonna learn and grow together every Wednesday. So I need y'all to stay focused, stay locked in, keep growing. Stay focused, stay locked in, keep growing. Self accountability. Stay accountable. Stay accountable. Keep yourself accountable. But until next time, man, I need y'all to listen, man. Stay on it, man. Until next time, y'all be easy.